display disappears. But anyway, this is our 1898 or Spanish American War event. So what we'll do is we'll have the soldiers come up when I'm talking about each of the different guns that they would use at this time. So the first gun that's being used, one of them that's used actually in combat in the Indian Wars, but also was used in Spanish American Wars, is the trapdoor rifle. So the trapdoor rifle, our Springfield 1873, was introduced that year. It was a 45-70 cartridge, 45 caliber bullets, 70 grains of black powder, metallic cartridge. It is loaded by opening up this little door right here, as you can see there. Dave's got his open. That's why they call it the trap door. It would open up. A well-trained soldier can generally get off about 7 to 9 shots with that rifle. They made the rifle and the carbine. This is the carbine that the mounted forces would have used for cavalry. They were very effective guns, and they used them from 1873 all the way up until 1892, and then they actually introduced a new rifle. However, during the Spanish-American War, they were short on guns, and a lot of the National Guard units that were called up were all armed with trapdoors. And then in the battle at the San Juan Heights in Cuba, the 71st New York and 2nd Massachusetts had trapdoor rifles. The problem with them is when you fire them, as you'll see, they'll give off a puff of smoke because they're still using black powder. So on the battlefield, the commanding officers knew where certain army units were by the rifles they were using. A very effective rifle, very accurate. Really, as far as weight, it's not that heavy. It's if you get the rhythm down in the loading process, you can really get through the rounds and load them out. But we'll have them step up, and we'll have them fire the rifles, and then we'll have Dave wait to step up and fire the carbine last. So go ahead. And a carbine version. It is the first U.S. magazine fed rifle, box magazine. It fires a 30 caliber bullet, uses 40 grains of smokeless powder, metallic cartridge, a very accurate gun. And this would have been the gun, the rifle that the regulars and the Rough Riders would have had down in Cuba. And so very effective. Comes with a blade bayonet. The box magazine on the side, as you can see here, is the box magazine. It holds 5 rounds of 30-40 ammunition. They also have 1 round in the chamber. The gun is really unique. If you guys have swapped them around, it has a cutoff switch on the back side where they can load the gun manually through operating the bolt, or they can load the gun operating the bolt and pick up rounds from the box magazine for rapid firing. A lot of times the soldiers were taught to only feed rounds into the gun and fire and save the magazines in case of a rush or in case they're being attacked and overwhelmed. They want to go to rapid fire. They flip a switch on the side here, which is right here. Goes up and down, turns on the magazine, turns it off, draw rounds up. So there's a carbine and then 2 rifles, so we'll have them come up and fire. shotgun. This is no more than a double barrel shotgun, 12 gauge, that was very common, especially with a lot of the artillery units and the Gatling gun units. Because of the dense underbrush down there in Cuba and in the Philippines, they issued out a number of these 12 gauge shotguns to those troops, and very effective in that thick underbrush down there, firing buckshot or big slugs at it. Next we have is the single action Colt 45. I'm sure all of you have watched some cowboy shows. Everybody had one of these. This is the Army version. It had a 7.5 inch barrel right there. Usually you see the 5 inch barrels in the cowboy movies. This was the longer version. 45 caliber ammunition. This gun actually was already replaced in 1892 by the 38 caliber revolver, which was double action. But because of the lack of handguns, they brought back the single action 45. Very popular gun, very effective, and demonstrated itself, especially during the Indian Wars. So this is the single action Colt 45. Next we're going to do is shoot artillery for you. This is a model 1861 3-inch field gun. Most popular gun in the Federal Army during the American Civil War. These guns were carried over and used by the Army until they were replaced by the 3.5 field guns. A lot of the troops trained on reinforced field guns were 3.5 field guns. This is called a limber, carries 25 rounds of ammunition. The gun has a range of 1,800 yards, pulled by 4 mules, 6 horses, has a 7-man gun crew for a full crew. Well-trained crew can generally get off about 3 shots every minute. It's a wrought iron cannon barrel, weighs 916 pounds, and we'll get them to shoot for you. Go ahead, guys. Look. very popular during the Spanish-American War. There was a gun battery down to the Battle of San Juan. And they were able to pepper the top of the hill there, keep the Spanish down, so the American forces could move up the hill and eventually take the top there. So we're going to fire a 50 caliber down there.
Folks, that's History Guy Young's Fort Clinch Span Am Weekend. Like the bell, click the bell, like everything. Thanks. Find that history. God bless. Bye.